Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
What is up?
Boys.
Boys.
You guys mad?
You didn't say boys.
April mad? Was I supposed to?
Starting a new thing where we all say boys at the beginning.
Boys. Did I do
You
it?
caught me off guard. It's too late now.
Aw.
The madness is off. It's off and running. By this point that this episode comes out, are we through 2 rounds already?
I'm thinking we'd be probably for sure into the 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe in the second round.
Second round.
The thick 32, as they call it.
Oh, God.
This is your reminder, if you haven't followed us already on Instagram, get into there to hop on that thick 32.
Oh, God.
At FNL Podcast on the Instagram for that thick 32.
Why don't they start at Sweet 16? Why don't they have a name for the second round that's fun? The thick 32.
They just,
The sexy 64.
No one's been on the marketing for that, been on the branding.
Yeah, they didn't give me a call. I got all kinds of them. Thick 32.
What's 16 then?
Well, I mean, you want me to usurp Sweet 16?
Yeah. That's for March Madness. That's not for April Madness.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Sexy 64?
All right.
Sexy 64, the thick 32.
What about just the N64?
Yep. That's better. That's better. That's better.
Excellent.
Oh, man.
It's in the N or something.
Last time I tried to do like TV related things, like the only one I remember is Sweeps 16.
The Don't Chat Online 16.
The no spoilers 16. What do you mean?
That was just like a predator thing. Like, don't talk to people. Don't chat online 16.
Oh, God. Gross. Especially if you're a Republican senator in Minnesota.
Well, fuck that guy. And then for Jimmy, the Fantastic Four.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And then for
Pedro
me,
himself.
Josh the winner for the final one.
Yeah,
You just called the championship Josh. The winner becomes the
TMNT.
Josh.
Did you see
That's your
Josh's
pick for winner?
bracket?
No.
So we drafted, and then we also filled out our own brackets to see who we think would win, and Josh picked Turtles.
I could see
Not
it.
even his number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Which at this very moment I can't
15
remember.
seed, I believe.
That's insane.
Is what I picked.
That's nuts. What an upset.
Did you guys not pick your own show to win? Like at least near the end?
No.
Joe picked. Joe picked one of my shows.
I did. Yeah. And because it was a show that I didn't even think of to put on my list, so I was like, "Damn, that's a good one."
I know you picked Battlestar Galactica to win, Jimmy.
Oh yeah, I didn't even pick one of my shows. Shit.
So I'm the only one that's fighting for myself.
I just like to pick the ones by match and then see how it plays out.
Yeah,
I did do the first round and be like, this is logically going to win. And then when we got to the thick 32, then I kind of favored myself a little bit. But
do you have like a normal like way that you fill out a bracket? Like for March Madness, like I always pick like the 8-9. I pick an upset on the 8-9s.
Oh, I'm not a bracket filler outer generally.
I just picked all the 1 seeds, which turned out great for me.
I delete the email when I get it saying participate in March Madness.
Yeah, the 8-9, the 7-10,
sure.
Sometimes even the 6-11. All of those can be 50-50. Like, who knows?
Yep.
I barely call those upsets.
Yeah,
but in this bracket where we pick the seeds, like it's all just bullshit. Like who fucking knows? Like I wouldn't be surprised if a 15 seed wins.
Yep.
Because I'm shocked that TMNT made it to 15.
Yeah,
seed,
it didn't get picked earlier. It's just such a wide pool. There's just so many good shows out there still.
Yeah.
Which is weird because then when I have to think of a show week to week, I'm just like, oh fuck, what can we do?
I know.
And just imagine how many shows, like me and you came with like 30-ish shows each when we all needed to pick 16.
Yeah.
And like Jimmy and Claire came with like 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
each.
And I've got some bangers still in the chamber.
So
here.
literally for the next like year and a half, Jimmy can never say I had a hard time picking a show.
Yeah.
Because you have a
I don't
list of
ever
like
say that.
80 shit. I know, but you can't start.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Touche.
I will say though, on my list of 30, there were like 4 at least shows on there that I was just like, okay, I wrote this down because I think it'll get votes, but I don't want to do this show.
Yeah,
Homeland.
that's fair too. I want to do Homeland. I feel like that's a show a lot of people talk about that I feel weird that I haven't seen.
The only thing I know about that show, and maybe I don't, is isn't that lady from Firefly one of the main characters in it?
What?
I don't know.
What's her
I
name?
think the main person is Claire Danes.
Yeah, Claire Danes is who I think of, and Pink. Shoot, what's his name?
Pink, the singer.
It is
Oh shit,
her name. Pink.
Maybe I'm thinking about the wrong show then too.
Patinkin.
Patinkin.
Mandy Patinkin. I was somewhat womboing his name.
Oh no, I am thinking of a right show. I'm thinking of Marina Baccarin. How you ever
she's
say her
in
name?
that? Oh,
Yeah, she's in Homeland.
great.
That's the only reason I know like what Homeland is because I think when it came out, because when did it actually come out? 2011. I mean, that's like 5-6 years after like Firefly, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't watch Firefly when it was actually on TV, so I watched it probably a couple years after. Which is probably why, that's what everyone did.
It's
That's
all
why I
on
failed.
Hulu.
Yeah, it's 2011. You said when it started.
Homeland, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think that's part of why I like haven't brought it here to watch because I think it'll depress me. I think
these next few years are going to be a bad time to watch any political dramas whatsoever.
I feel like anything that came out from like 2009 to 2016 needs to have a disclaimer of like, this came out in the Obama years. We thought that maybe there's a chance for the world.
Things were feeling pretty good.
This is supposed to be satire.
Yeah, we were playing around with like, but what if things were fucked up?
That's actually why when it's a good time to watch The West Wing because things are like man, remember when politics were about like whether or not we should do really good stuff versus other somewhat good stuff?
No, I don't remember that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I don't necessarily think I know that portion of human reality. But
Yeah. But like West Wing is a show that was out like in the 90s, right?
Yeah, but
So
to
it was
the
still
early 2000s.
Yeah, but to me that's still like aspirational of like we want the world or we want the world of government to be like this.
Sure.
Whereas I feel like there's a vibe of like certain shows from like the late 2000s of just like, hey, we fixed it. So here's some stuff about like, but like what if things go wrong or like I don't know. I struggle with some
like the minute they killed Osama bin Laden, they were like, "What if shit went crazy?" Because everything's great.
I'm struggling with like examples, but I feel like there's shows of that era that's just like when you watch it now, you're just like, wow, this is like nails on the chalkboard optimistic. But then when you think about it, it's like, well, of that time though, like this was just kind of like a reasonable thought for maybe the world could be like this.
Sure was.
Or like not even that the show is necessarily optimistic, but like one I think of is The Man in the High Castle. Like the whole conceit is like, what if America is run by Nazis? And like when you're living in like a pre-Trump world, it's like, yeah, that would be fucked up. But that show came out in like 2016, I think.
Man, that show, here's the deal. That's one of the shows that we watched that I watched all of afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good fucking show, man.
It's
Maybe so dystopian that currently you could still watch it and it doesn't quite feel like
I watched
like what's happening, but
yeah, maybe.
I watched the first season and there was like a specific character that annoyed me.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time it was ready to watch more of the seasons, I was like, I don't think I actually want this
What's
anymore.
the main? Holy shit! Joe might have unlocked something. I got to look up The Man in the High Castle. Who's the main woman in that?
Don't know.
I don't remember.
Because I don't remember that I put this on the show. If this was during recording or it was like sometime after the show. Remember I said there was like that lady who I swear to God just looks like Michelle Monaghan but isn't her.
I could see that. Yeah.
You think
And-
it's the High Castle lady.
And it might be the Man in the High Castle lady.
That's just Monahan or whatever.
It could be though. That's the problem.
I feel like it's
if
not,
it is,
though. I feel like it's like a lesser known actress.
Yeah, I think the lady that I'm thinking of isn't as nowhere near as popular as her.
Because isn't the guy the guy character who I was annoyed by? Isn't his name like?
This is totally Alexa Davalos.
Okay, it's just.
I don't know how to say her name for real.
Okay, but is she
built in a factory?
More than just that you'd be like, is that?
She's in the 2019 Punisher movie, so you've seen her, Jimmy.
Wait, 2019?
Yeah.
That's when that. Wait,
is that the Thomas Jane?
that seems way too.
No, that's John Bernthal. Wait, is she in the show?
Oh, that must be the show.
She's in the show. She's in the Punisher show.
What's her name?
Shit, dude, I can't say it correctly.
Something Davalos.
Alexa Davalos. She looks like Michelle Monaghan.
No way. If it's who I'm thinking of.
Squint
we gotta,
and look at a picture of
we
her.
Gotta
she
get
looks like
to,
Michelle Monaghan.
We gotta get to.
All right. Well, here's the deal. I finally figured out who that lady was. It took me like 2 months. Joe, what is this
identify
podcast?
an unidentifiable woman?
Yeah. Joe, what is this podcast about?
We take a TV show per week and we watch the first and last episode of it and review it based on those merits, how it began and ended, without watching anything in between. Because as much as we like watching new shows, we don't like watching entire shows. Or at least I don't. That's too much. I'll watch a movie.
30 minutes at a time for a couple
30 minutes
days.
at a time in episodes.
I'll watch a movie 30 minutes at a time in an episodic nature.
Mm-hmm. That's all I got time for.
That's
yeah, and then we also make predictions after watching the first episode to see if they come true by the last episode. And at the end of the season, we tally up the points, crown a champion, and that champion gets to...
What are they going to do, Joe?
What
are they going to do?
Oh, man.
They decide what the scheme is for next season.
Well,
maybe it's no longer first and last.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
we crown a champion next week.
Yeah, who knows? New regime.
Probably.
A new regime.
Oh, man. Whole new podcast. Stay tuned.
I have this week's show. And I was trying to pick a show that I did not, or that no one picked for our April Madness bracket, which I thought would have been more difficult. But again, there's a lot of TV shows out there, so there's a lot of options, even if we've already done 350 TV shows. What I had picked is a British show called Peep Show.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's it's a British comedy. Like, I'm reading the genres on Wikipedia and it says sitcom, black comedy, cringe comedy, but isn't that just all British shows? Like, aren't all British comedies just like black comedy or cringe comedy? It ran for 9 seasons from 2003 to 2015. The notable things about it are one of the showrunners is Jesse Armstrong, who went on to be the showrunner for Succession. And the other thing is, like, the main, at least in the early seasons, I think, I don't know if they keep up with it, but the main gimmick of the show is it's presented from, like, first person view. So you're just, like, in the eyes of one of the characters for, like, the entire show. I think the entire show. I've never seen it. But
like being John Malkovich or whatever.
Yeah, that's actually mentioned in the Wikipedia as, like, being John Malkovich was, like, one of the references for this. It was something... I was just reading about that. Now I lost it. But it was, like, they had... Yeah, they modeled the show after a documentary called Being Caprice, which is like a British documentary. But then that show or that documentary, Being Caprice, like, had taken that technique from Being John Malkovich. So it's like a third-hand stolen idea.
It's just a spoof on a spoof.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah, either of you guys seen the show?
I don't know if I've ever heard of this show.
Okay.
Man, I was trying to think because the main character or the actor who plays the top build guy, David Mitchell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mitchell and Webb are the two main guys. David Mitchell and Robert Webb.
But I'm trying to think, like, why do I know who this guy is?
I don't know.
Because I immediately was like, has he been on Taskmaster? But I don't think he has.
Yeah.
But he's like a funny dude that I've seen be funny. So like I'm like, I like this guy, but I don't know why I like him. So that's weird. First mystery that for me that needs to be solved is who is David Mitchell and why do I like him?
Yeah, why do you know him? And
why do I know him and why do I think he's funny? Is he married to somebody that I think is also funny?
He plays Mark Corrigan. I definitely recognize some of these funny Brits. Olivia Colman.
Oh yeah.
Just scrolling through the top
like
cast.
Mitchell and Webb is a Wikipedia article. Like these two dudes as a duo.
Okay.
Are they like the British what are they?
Tom and Jerry.
What are you gonna say? I was gonna say like are you trying to say Ben Affleck and then Matt
Affleck
Damon?
and Damon?
No, because they're clearly comedy. So are they like what's the Mr. Show guys? Are they
David Cross?
Are they David Cross and
Paul? Wait, Paul? No,
Paul.
what's it? Bob.
Bob Odenkirk. Yeah, are they the English Odenkirk cross?
I don't know.
So are you saying that they wrote and like created this?
They're the main actors. It's it seems like it's a collaboration between the two main writers, Jesse Armstrong and Sam Bain, and the two main actors, David Mitchell and Robert Webb.
Okay.
Like between the four of them, it seems like they were doing most of the writing.
There's another creator on here, Andrew O'Connor.
Andrew O'Connor, who's listed as like a creator and like executive producer, but it seems from again just like scanning the Wikipedia, it seems like it's more of the other guy's thing, and he's maybe just a guy who, you know, has connections at Channel 4 on the BBC and can help run shit.
Nice. Seems like he's in a lot of. Andrew O'Connor's done a lot of EP work.
And like he's also, I was looking at his Wikipedia earlier and he's like, occupation says actor, comedian, magician.
Nice.
Television presenter, executive producer. But before television presenter and executive producer, magician is listed.
Well, he has a credit for the story of a movie called Magicians.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
So I'm hoping to see some magic in this show, I guess.
And Webb and Mitchell are in that.
Good.
I literally,
be great.
Honestly, you know what's funny is me trying to figure out why I know who David Mitchell is. I might just know him because I like Channel 4.
And just seen other panel shows or something?
Yeah, and I like the Big Fat Quiz and 8 out of 9 Cats' Countdown and other panel shows like that. And I think he might just be on those.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just like, because I just watched those on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
British panel shows rock, just FYI. If anyone's wants to watch them.
Looks fun. I'm excited.
The Peep. I'm interested about how they're gonna how the first person that you're talking about is gonna interact.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that looks. Like, does it just look terrible? It's the type of thing like sounds like a fun idea, but then when you try to do it, it's like, oh, this is kind of hard, or like it's the camera's moving around a lot and I'm gonna get dizzy.
Right. Remember when they did that with Doom 2016, I believe, when
is
The
it
Rock,
just like a scene where they do it in first person?
Yeah, it's just terrible. But at the time it was like they're trying to make it like the video game, and I was like, but this is a bad movie.
Yeah, but I'm trying to watch a movie right now, thanks.
Yeah, but this is terrible. I've never heard of this show though, so I'm curious. I guess I have nothing to add about what I think is happening or what's going on.
Yeah,
so it's just these two dudes in a show called Peep Show.
Yeah, just duding about,
just duding it hard. Well, the first episode, it looks like it premiered November 12th, 2004. Wait, what? That can't be right.
Yeah. Oh.
So
we need to figure out what we're watching.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So here's the issue. According to IMDb, the first episode of season 1 is called Warring Factions, which aired November 12th, 2004. But the second episode, The Interview, says it aired September 26th, 2003. So a year before.
A quick Google says Warring Factions came out September 19th, 2003.
So IMDb sucks.
So it's possible that it sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing on the wiki as well.
And on Tubi, where it's streaming, episode 1 is listed as Warring Factions.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then just episode 2 is The Interview.
Sweet. Well, let's say we're gonna go with that right now, and then if something comes up, obviously we'll let everybody know. But we're gonna watch the first episode, which is Warring Factions. Wikipedia also confirms September 19th, 2003. So we're gonna go with that, and we'll see how they do this first person shit. And we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of Peep Show, and it was called Warring Factions. Do you have a write-up, Jimmy?
Here we go. Late 20s flatmates Mark and Jeremy are introduced. Mark is a history-loving office worker who is attracted to his colleague Sophie. Jez is a lazy, unemployed slacker and aspiring musician who lives in Mark's high-rise flat and leeches off him. The two men are competing to try to become their next-door neighbor Tony's fuck buddy. She hosts a party for their neighbors at which Mark fails in his attempt to seduce her while talking to her about the Battle of Stalingrad. Meanwhile, Jez shows his music to Tony's half-sister, whom he believes has leukemia, because Mark mistook her for a different sister who has the disease. After this misunderstanding causes an argument, Mark and Jez are led out the door by their other neighbor, Barry. During the next day, Mark picks up a metal pole that had been discarded in the street. He uses it to chase away a group of children who had been accosting him and calling him a pedo. Sophie is horrified to see this through the window of the bus that she's on. And that's how it ends, and it's hilarious.
Him chasing some children with a...
Chasing the children.
With the pipe.
Yeah, he ran into them maybe 4 or 5 times throughout this 24-minute episode.
It made me think of 30 Rock a little bit when, like, Liz would be walking and she goes, "Oh, youths," and she like runs across the street or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Yep.
It's always funny when you have adults that are afraid of like teens.
They're scary.
John Mulaney, right? Says like kids will say the thing that like you're the most insecure about.
Yeah, to cut you down the hardest. Yeah.
What you boys think?
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
The first person view thing is interesting, but not distracting. It's not 100% first person view. There's enough of it there, but like they do, like I would say 20% of the shots are not the first person view, but it's just like kind of spliced in to just like set up the scene.
Yeah.
Whereas most of the dialogue and stuff is from that first person view.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of just when, so it's both Mark and Jez has it, and it's like just when they're doing a little bit of self-narration, a little inner dialogue when we see that, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the interesting thing too, is you get to see their inner monologue when you're in their head.
Which is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Terrible place to be inside a single man's head.
Yeah, and a lot of it's the camera's a little shaky. At times I was like, oh man, the camera's supposed to chill out a little bit. But at least for the most part, when they're supposed to be first person, they're just like standing around, like talking. I thought it was going to be a lot of like walking around the city, like first person view kind of thing, and be like annoying, but it didn't do any of that. It was 90% of them just like, oh, I'm hanging out and I'm next to the guy I'm talking to. So it would be like mostly just felt like a normal camera angle.
Yeah.
But you just like
sometimes.
understand based on how they're doing this that like, oh, I'm in Jez's eyes right now, or I'm in
For
Mark's
most
eyes.
of it in this first episode, like the way that they would have had to shoot those first person view scenes or shots wouldn't have been different than any other shot. It's just like, hey, for this shot that we're doing, you, the character that's in the frame, will just be talking at the camera.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you're going to be looking down at the camera because the person you're talking to is sitting, or like some stuff like that. I didn't even notice it at first because Jez, in the very first scene when they're doing it, Jez is looking into the mirror at himself. So like you don't really even realize it until then they do Mark next, and you're like, oh, this is just
from his point
his
of view,
eye holes looking at Sophie and being awkward, and she's sitting on his hand and doesn't notice, and he doesn't say anything. Mark is real awkward.
Yeah, he's a weird boy.
Love it.
I mean, I guess if a woman sits on your hand, or anybody sits on your hand on a bus, if you don't immediately say something, you're like, what do I do?
That was the thing. He inner monologued a sentence about it, and then by the end of that sentence, he's like, well, now it's been too long. I can't say anything. Hope she doesn't notice. And she does, and it's like a creeper.
I mean, he was palmed down though, right? Like she was.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Like,
he wasn't like grabbing.
Yeah, she was. He was like knucking her butt.
The old butt knuck.
Butt knucks.
Oh boy. Hashtag butt knucks. Yeah. What else? It looked a lot like. Have you guys seen any of the Doctor Who like remake?
No.
It reminded me a lot of that, and I'm wondering if maybe the like area that they were in was the same or something, like the flat they were in, and just I don't know, things looked very similar to me.
Hey, maybe just really keen on early 2000s British apartments.
Yeah, maybe
could be that.
It's probably it.
I mean, and then so like the main other part of the story, I guess, is so I guess there's two things. Mark and Jeremy obviously live together. Jeremy's like making music that God, I'm trying to think. It was a song. The song that he was like writing, I was like, does this just sound like what is it, like Prodigy? It was like Fiastata. Like I feel like it was like it kind of sounded like a really bad version of that song.
Man,
and that song's still not even that great, you know.
Brings me back to a very specific time of MTV.
Yeah, but it's clearly like not really that good. And since Mark was trying to impress, well, we only see Sophie on the bus, and
I think they work together.
Yeah, they must take the bus, same bus route.
Yeah.
But then he's hanging out with Tony, the neighbor. And she comes over, he like gets her to come over for a little bit. Mark gets her to come over, and he's like, you want to hear what Jeremy's been working on, so they can like laugh at it, which is dick move.
Yeah, after Jez says that him and Tony are like working their way to becoming fuck buddies.
Yeah. And so then they go and like laugh at that, and then that becomes like a kind of like a fight between obviously Mark and Jeremy, where they're kind of at odds because Mark did a shitty thing. And then so after that, so now they're like mad at each other, and then Tony has a party where then they're both going into that party like being like, which one of us can bang Tony, basically. But then Jeremy quickly just goes away from that and then starts talking to Paula, who's played by Dolly Wells, who she was in the Dracula Netflix show in 2020. I immediately recognized her, and I was like, oh, that's the lady from Dracula.
That's funny.
Her, if you look her up on IMDb, she's got like 2 pictures, and one of them is just her holding like 8 drinks, like 8 coffee drinks, just like she was just on set one day bringing people coffee. And they just like took a picture, and she's like, that's my AMD picture.
She's in Bridget Jones's Diary.
Yeah, she's been around for a while. But Jeremy leaves and kind of gives up on Tony and brings Paula back. But right before they leave, Mark, was it before or did Mark like go over there and tell him like after they left? I feel like he like made a trip to be like, hey, just FYI, this girl has leukemia.
No, he just walked over into like where, like before Jeremy was about to head over back to their flat. He's like, hey, just, don't do whatever you're going to do.
That
was a fun bit.
I guess I don't necessarily understand why that would change anything for Jeremy.
Yeah.
See, I don't understand why he was weird about the fact that she had leukemia.
It shouldn't, but I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know enough about leukemia to know like, oh, you shouldn't try to bang her.
I mean, you'd think the lady with leukemia would know what she's can and cannot do.
Yeah, let her,
kind of thing.
We're pro.
But it's funny because she had a full head of hair, but she was wearing a hat, and all of her hair was tucked in, so it like appeared as if she might be bald.
Yeah, like she might be
like
going under
chemo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so then Jeremy kept like trying to talk her out of like fooling around. He's like, oh, we don't have to do this if you don't want to. And she's like, we don't have to do anything. And he was like, he's like, yeah, but I don't like, just in case, like, you can leave the hat on, but we don't have to. And she's like, what the fuck is
Yeah, she's like about to take it. And that was what I liked about that bit too, was that, so there was a scene before the party with his like buddy who also seemed to be involved in his music in some way. Who was like, yeah, all these execs, like, you just need to bang them and you need to like do what you need to do to get that's how you get your music like into the mainstream or whatever.
Yep.
And so Jeremy thinks that he has to bang this woman.
Because she's involved in the music scene.
Oh, I didn't.
Because she's in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they got over to their apartment.
Got it. But he also like doesn't want to because she has leukemia.
Yeah. He like thinks she's sick or something.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
It's a good bit. That's a good bit.
And then Mark.
Yeah, real classic, just like sitcom misunderstanding bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then also just Jeremy's clearly an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Classic sitcom stuff.
Yeah, Mark is weird and Jeremy's an idiot.
Yeah. Well, and then Mark's hanging. So then when Jeremy and Paula are at their place, Mark is back at Tony's, and everyone else from the party's gone, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sitting on the couch, and Mark's like trying to hook up with her, and then she's like, "Dog, no, this ain't happening."
No thanks.
And then some rando dude, was that her husband? No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The wiki said it was their other neighbor, Barry. So I'm
Okay.
assuming we see him again.
So he comes in and then says something about how like they don't have like good wine or something like that, and Mark's like, I'll go get wine, but then there's youths outside, so he like can't cross the street. Mark is such a little like sissy.
He's been afraid of these kids the whole episode. And actually my favorite bit is when I think the second time we see the kids, he's like looking out. He's just going to run to the corner shop to get toilet paper because he has to poop.
Loo roll.
And then the loo roll. And he's looking out and seeing the kids just on their bikes, like circling. He's like, just go, just leave. I have to poop. And then Tony comes, and then Tony's like complaining about how they don't have cereal over there. And then his bright idea is to say, well, I have that cereal upstairs, even though he has to poop still. And then he's sitting there through like her eating cereal in her apartment, still having to poop. And he's just once in a while like dialoguing about his having to poop still.
Well, that's what he gets for literally running fully out of toilet paper.
Yeah. Maybe Jeremy used it all up.
One time in one of my old apartments, an old lady that lived on the floor above us came and knocked on our door and asked us if we had toilet paper because she didn't have any. And then she tried to give us like $1.
She's like, currently my butt is full of poop.
And I was
Do
like,
you have toilet paper?
That happens.
That
happens to the best of us. There's a butt crack full of poop. And no toilet
paper.
Anyway, I thought it was funny. I thought by the end of this, like at first I was like, man, I don't know. This is because Mark is really awkward. Like, and I think that's probably true for me about a lot of British comedy, is that some of it is just a little too much, a little too
cringe.
awkward. Like that Office UK has some of that too, where you need to get into it a little bit before I can stand to watch it. It's like, oh yeah, this is comedy. It's not just the most horrible situation.
Yeah. Anything else before we dive into predictions?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I think we covered it. It's pretty funny. Again, yeah, pretty cringy and British. Interested to see how it evolves over 9 seasons, which seems like a long time for a British show.
Yeah. Who knows? They're going to be so old. Oh, one other bit that I liked that I forgot was how after Mark showed Tony his music and laughed about it with her, and he walked in on them, the next, or like later that night or something, Mark came home and tried to get into bed, and his bed was full of pork. Just raw pork.
Oh, yeah.
That spelt out Judas.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
It's weird. It was weird. That was weird. Okay.
Let's do it.
Predictions. My first one is Funeral.
Ooh.
The show is not a wedding show.
Mm-hmm.
So
Agreed.
Definitely not.
I'm going to go with Funeral.
Like a really funny funeral.
Yeah, well, a really awkward one for sure.
Yeah.
Number 2, there's an animal attack.
Ooh.
Like Mark gets like attacked by a dog or something like that.
Oh God.
Like his new nemesis is dogs, not kids anymore or something. I don't know. So animal attack is number 2. Number 3, I think Mark accidentally sees or shows somebody himself naked. So he either like walks in and sees somebody naked, or someone walks in on him and sees him naked.
Oh man.
So Mark is surprised by naked.
And he
basically
has weird balls.
I heard he has weird balls. Like Dennis from Always Sunny, who also has weird balls.
Really?
I think that's what.
Well, because he shaves them. He
think-
lasers them.
I think Max says he has weird balls at some point.
Yeah, because he lasers.
Because he lasers them.
He says he.
It's like a turtle shell.
Yeah. He's
And then number
Gross.
4, I think Jeremy is moving to the States.
okay.
Those are my 4.
Like the one British guy in
Love
shoot.
Actually?
Love Actually. Yeah.
Yeah. The red-haired one?
Does he have red hair?
It was the red-haired guy from Love Actually that's moving to the States.
All right.
He might be the Irish one.
I can go.
Go for it.
I think I'm doing like a swap here of the Jez and Mark characters, where Mark is a little more professional and Jez is a little more freewheeling.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that Jez wears a necktie.
Ooh.
I was gonna say something like he has like a professional job or something, but I think
Step too far.
a step too far. I think a necktie will be more easily clockable.
Yep.
I think Mark sings. I'm picturing
Ooh.
some sort of karaoke scene or something.
Man, there's no world that I think that guy can sing.
Right? I think it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
I think that Mark and Jez keep a secret. I think that there's something that
There's
they
a
just keep
body.
between them.
Hidden somewhere.
And then the last one, I think the Queen of England is involved
Nice.
in this episode.
Is she still alive? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she'd be alive, yes.
20. Oh, is this
2013.
okay? That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
She's only like 90 then.
I have that we have a return of the pedo kids. Just to really bookend it.
That's quite the gang name. The Pedo Kids.
Pedo kids. Ooh. To torment Mark. My number 2 is that they ditched the cam. Did we talk about that at all?
Oh, the
First person?
The first person
game?
thing.
Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about that. Like that we know that they do that.
I don't think so.
Wait, what do you mean?
we know that they do it less. Oh, we know that they drop it.
Oh, we
altogether.
know that. No, we know. I thought
Huh?
maybe I'm answering the wrong question. We
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
they do the cam,
Yes.
and we don't know if they drop it or not.
Okay,
I was answering. We know that they do it clearly,
Yeah.
and we talked about it, but
Right.
not that if they drop.
Oh,
it or
I
not.
see what you're saying. Yeah, I think they ditched that by
Mhm.
this episode.
Oh, so just no.
I just don't think it adds anything.
Mhm.
I don't think it adds
Just the
enough.
the inner monologue stuff, but
Yeah, that stuff's fine. I just yeah,
Mhm.
the camera bit. I don't know if it.
The show's
it
called
lasts.
Peep Show.
True. But after 9 seasons,
I mean,
know,
they could have.
how much is it really about? Okay, and then my number 3, I think they're both single still. That just seems like a part of their character.
For the good of England, they're both.
Yeah, for God's sake, they're pedos. And then number 4, I think. So Mark at one point, when he's holding his poo in and trying to impress Tony while she eats his cereal, he says like, "Do you like Blackadder? I've got the DVDs or whatever." And she's like, "I don't want to watch that with you." And that's a great show and a great reference to Mr. Bean. But this came out, did we say 2003?
Yeah.
And that Doctor Who came out and started in like 2006. So, and that's like a huge phenomenon over there now. So I think they referenced Doctor Who.
All right.
And that's what I got.
Now I hope they say something with Mr. Bean because you mentioned him.
I probably will.
Okay. Well, the finale is called "Are We Going to Be All Right?" So let's find
Kids
out
are all right.
if they will be all right. We're gonna watch the finale, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the final episode of Peep Show. It was called "Are We Going to Be All Right?" Or if you're watching on Hulu, it was called Episode 6 of Season 9 because they couldn't bother to apparently add the names of the episodes. Jimmy, you got a write-up?
Yeah. Jez turns 40, and Mark is throwing a surprise party for him. Jez has told Joe, his boyfriend, who's in his late 20s, that he's turning 39. Jez starts drinking his own urine, believing it will help him stay youthful. And then Mark is dismissed from his job for not following proper procedure when granting Jez his loan. Mark then tracks down April with the intention of poaching her from her husband, Angus. Mark and April go to a cafe, and where April tells Mark that they're going on a cruise, and then receives a blunt and dismissive text from Angus telling her that he is going to Ibiza instead of the cruise. Mark and April have sex in the cafe's toilet, and Mark returns to the flat and tells Jez that he's going on a cruise with April, on the cruise with April. And Mark discovers that Jez and Hans have kidnapped Angus and are holding him at the flat. Then guests, including April, arrive for Jez's surprise party. Angus comes into the room where the party is, telling everyone what happened. Joe finds out that Jez is 40, and Jez tells Joe that he cannot keep up with Joe's partying lifestyle, and Joe goes back to Megan. Then April leaves with Angus, and Hans splits from Molly and says he's emigrating to Macedonia. The end.
That's it. That's all that happened. I feel like we got some lulls out of all of us here during that episode. My thought of the situation is we all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Joe?
I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, it was really funny. I definitely it was this was not to just jump straight to the end. This was a good first and last, I think. This was a good way to be like, okay, yeah, I would throw on some episodes of this for sure. Because by the end, you see their relationship has just not has grown, but also not changed. They're still doing their inner monologues of kind of hating on each other, but they love each other at the same time.
Well, I mean, one of them in their mind is oh, we love each other, and the other one is
Mark's I need to get rid of
this
him.
guy. Which is really funny because it's like, man, you guys are like 40 now and you've been just living together for like 10, at least 10 years based on this. And I don't know how long they were living together before the show started.
Good point.
Because they were just living together. But I like their dynamic. Their like couple dynamic that they kind of have. They're just kind of fighting all the time, but they just kind of get over it eventually. Like everything, at least these 2 episodes, they've had essentially 2 quarrels in the first episode and this last one, and the episode is them kind of navigating the issues that they're having with each other, but also like trying to like help each other out, sort of. And they're just like sassy and dry as shit because they're British,
right.
And everything's just kind of ridiculous. It's an interesting scenario that we don't really get, I guess, in like American TV as much.
I was trying to think if we actually have like a duo like that in this way, where it's like they clearly have specific personalities, and like they also remind me of like kind of like Simon Pegg and Nick Frost in a way. But yeah, I don't know if we really, that's as much of a thing where it's like these 2 just keep appearing in similar situations in movies and stuff.
Well, and I mean, and clearly, obviously, like during these 54 episodes of this show or whatever, obviously Mark said something about like his ex-wife.
Oh yeah,
and
he was married at some point.
And she's definitely dead.
And she's dead.
And then Jeremy went from trying to be like a womanizer in the first episode to being a gay man now.
Yeah.
In this one, so they've definitely had a lot of life changes. But it's always just been those 2. And I'm also trying to think of like an American sitcom where maybe they were was it brave enough to just have 2 dudes? Like that sounds weird, but like it's just like 2.5 men. There's like got to be a baby involved, or there's a family sitcoms like.
Oh yeah, Perfect Stranger, The Odd Couple.
So
it's got that kind of vibe for sure.
2 opposite guys.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what American show could be brave enough to have just 2 white
dudes,
males? Yeah. And that's
brave was the bad word. Brave was a bad word. Maybe like funny enough to make it last
for 9 seasons without trying to add other elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of extra elements. In fact, no, yeah, they're just as bad because Mark is chasing after a married woman, but albeit it sounds like her husband had an affair in Greece, which is an interesting place to then cruise to. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of funny just like one-liners that I got into that I don't really remember there being in the same way in the first episode. Like
not quite.
It's like some of them were inner monologue things, and some of them were just outright like that's just a really funny thing, and you just kind of blew right by it. Like one of the inner monologue things, they were giving each other toasts during the birthday party just because Mark needed to buy time to get so that Hans could get Angus back in his kidnapped room. And they're kind of just shitting on each other in the toast, and then Mark's inner monologue goes, he likes to trigger mental illness. That got me.
So because Jeremy's idea of helping Mark out was to kidnap April's husband and
he Griswolded him
and steal his phone and text her and say like, fuck you, I'm leaving on a trip by myself, I don't want to deal with you anymore.
What could go wrong?
And then Mark got back and he was talking to Jeremy before he kind of figured it out, and he said he's like, yeah, she left and we banged in the bathroom 100%, like, or something like that.
Yeah, well, he said they've 100% of the times they've banged have been in bathrooms.
Yeah, and he's like, I wonder what it would be like in a bed.
Yeah, Jared's like, it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing. They said a lot of just really silly one-off things in the show that were like almost kind of Arrested Development-y, like where like there's a lot of quotables from this show. One thing Jeremy also said, and I wrote it down because I was like, this is pretty funny, is talking about how he kidnapped Angus. He said, there's always a dark side of love. Someone's always going to get a little bit kidnapped.
Yeah, that was a good line too.
It's like someone's always going to get a little bit kidnapped. It's like, what?
I thought that's not the line I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say when Angus comes out and tells everyone what happened, and then Jez is trying to turn it around and say that Angus was trying to do all kinds of butt stuff or something with Jez, and he's like, I don't know, I guess we'll never figure it out, like Stonehenge. What the fuck? And then later Mark said something too, but like Titanic. I don't know. Maybe
you gotta start talking in like just not even riddles, just like dumb sentences.
Yeah.
And so just everyone will be confused about what you're saying.
Just drop in a historical event.
Yeah.
And blow by it.
Exactly.
Very good. We should probably watch more British shows. We've got a lot of them because we haven't watched that many.
There are a lot of British shows.
It's a little place. How'd they come up with so many shows?
I know. What a market.
I'm telling you, if this is Channel 4, if it's on Channel 4, it's probably good.
What do you watch on Channel 4?
8 out of 9, 10 cats. 8 out of 10 cats do Countdown. It's great. I watch panel shows.
Yeah.
Because then it's all their comedians, like.
Yeah, that's
just like fucking having a gas.
We don't have like things like that over here.
No, we don't. Well, and they swear up a storm. Like we don't have a Channel 4 where like a comedian's like, fuck off, like kind of thing.
True.
Richard Ayoade, the guy from the original IT Crowd.
Oh yeah.
He's on 8 out of 9.
Nice.
8 out of 10. I keep saying 8 out of 9, 10 cats. That's not how that works. 8 out of 10 cats does count.
All we have over here is like Colin Jost, like pop culture Jeopardy.
We'll take it.
We'll take what we can get.
Accept it.
I know I'm probably late to this, but I found out maybe a month ago that Colin Jost was married to Scarlett Johansson.
Really?
Wow.
I had no idea.
Insane.
I had
it's
no
like a
idea.
top 3 Colin Jost fact. It's like his first name, his last name. He's married to Scarlett Johansson.
I thought it was.
He owns that
I thought it
ferry.
was first last name SNL Weekend Update host.
It's quite often a bit in like Weekend Update. I feel like.
Apparently, I never understood what they were talking about. I also don't watch a lot of SNL.
Yeah,
That's
that
fair.
could be too.
That'll do it.
So I miss that. I mostly just watch the clips where Michael Che makes him read jokes that he wrote for Colin.
Some of those are about Scarlett.
But most of them are about
There's
Colin
been ones where they show her off, like she's at the set and like watching off screen, and she's like, "Oh God."
There was one of those, like I think that was maybe a couple months.
Is that how you found it?
That's how I found out. I was like, "Why does Scarlett Johansson care about these jokes that Colin Jost is saying?"
That is so funny.
Oh, that's his wife. Neat.
Just talking about.
I just thought they were their own people. All right, wasn't giving anybody. I thought they were both great and interesting by themselves.
I just added an old British show to my list called One Foot in the Grave. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
It's probably all on YouTube, because if not, it's probably nowhere unless it's on BritBox or whatever. But I used to think it was so funny, and it's definitely just too elderly, like an elderly couple.
I just added Adder Black.
Adder Black? Blackadder?
Blackadder.
Blackadder's been on my list, but each season is like a different historical era or something like that. So I think it's kind of like we would have to do a season at a time.
It's like a American Horror Story type of scenario.
Like I don't think they like play the same characters or anything each season.
So it's an anthology series. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
We should still do it though.
Yeah. I mean, about this episode, I guess. Because, wait, so why did, maybe I missed it. So Mark got fired from his, like, bank job because Jeremy did something? What did Jeremy do?
Mark sold him a loan, and then Jeremy didn't want to pay it back.
Oh, well, Mark should have known that.
And then he wrote, yeah, that's on Mark for sure. But then, like, Jeremy had, like, they read, like, a letter that Jeremy wrote that he wasn't going to pay it. And for, I don't know, the reasons were insane. And then, yeah, he got canned. You probably shouldn't just, out of professionalism, give loans to your friends and family. That's probably something you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
That should probably be in like the company bylines of some sort.
Somebody else who can do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody got anything else to say? I liked it. I could see myself watching some of this every once in a while. It's only 24-minute episodes, pretty quick hits. So I could be like, what the fuck am I gonna watch? I could watch a Peep Show.
Mm-hmm.
Take a quick peep.
See what's going on. See, I mean, 9 seasons seems really daunting, but 54 episodes seems less daunting.
That's not a lot of episodes.
When you break it up like that.
This season is only 6 episodes.
Yeah.
So fly through this. Fly through 9 years of TV.
Could watch a show in 9 weeks, 1 season a week, probably. And you'd probably be holding yourself back. So we'll see. Any final thoughts, Joe?
No, I'm into it.
Just for it.
Yeah.
Joe's new Frasier.
Pro.
He's gonna watch a couple
What do you mean
seasons
he's
of
still
it.
not gonna
never
he's still not gonna watch
turn
it?
it on. Maybe there's some holiday episodes.
There's probably gotta be. They celebrate holidays in the UK, right? You get holidays. Celebrate like
some. They're nihilists. They don't. Just kidding.
That's probably fine. I'm fine with that. I don't care. Okay. Predictions? How did we do? I did bad. So my first one was a funeral. The death of Jeremy's 30s. I watched, here's the deal. I listened to a Suddenly Susan episode of this podcast, and that motherfucker would have gotten like 4 points. But no, it's 0.
Points week, huh?
No. Claire seems to think that me and you are adamantly against giving people points, which is funny. Also, when I write down our names on this piece of paper, and I always write Josh, Joe, Jimmy. That's the order. It's the order I write it in. It's the order that our mics are plugged in.
Sure, that makes
Everything's
sense.
the same, but then just now I wrote Josh, Joe, Josh.
God damn it.
I was talking. So no funeral. My second one was animal attack. I don't think there was a single animal in this episode.
No.
Not even a bird in the sky.
Mark's sexual prowess.
Ferocious. Like a cat. I said Mark accidentally sees or shows someone his naked body. We talked about a naked experience he had during this episode, but it was not on accident. They were consensual. A little trickery, but technically consensual. And then number 4, I said Jeremy was moving to the States. No one's moving. So.
No one wants that.
0.
Especially now.
Yeah. Well, this is 2013. It was a little bit better back then. 0 points.
All right.
I had Jez wears a necktie. I don't think I saw it.
So.
I think it was a T-shirt the whole way.
Yeah. Mark sings and not even really at the party. Mark and Jez keep a secret. For part of it, they did.
They tried to keep it secret.
Yeah. But then very much busted after that.
I'll give you a half.
For half a secret?
Well,
Okay.
they kept a secret,
for
for a little bit.
Yeah, they tried to
Had a
keep a
secret.
secret. Yeah. Okay. And
they
then
didn't really agree on wanting to keep the secret. Obviously, like one
Yeah.
of them was like, "We can't do this," but he went with it for a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. He tried to
He did. He Mark said like, no, we gotta tell her, and then Jez convinced him to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
So at least for the moment.
So there was a secret by forceful negotiation, basically.
Mm-hmm. And then the last one is that the queen is involved, which no sign of the queen. So half a point.
God save the queen.
There you go.
That's probably going to be the winner this week because we didn't see the pedo kids. They were still doing camera, like first-person camera angles.
It's the first shot of the show.
It didn't feel this in the same. It didn't feel as annoying to me in this. Like it wasn't like Blair Witch.
I think the
shaky.
cam was a lot steadier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They got a tripod.
They were doing something different with which is great. I'm here for that. And then I said they were both single still. Well, by the end of it, they were both single.
Yeah. They were both single at the end.
I'd give it to you.
All right. I did not think I had anything. And then no reference to Doctor Who.
No. But we'll give you that one.
Hey, I got one.
Your last minute.
Is that my 1 point for this season? Feels like it.
I mean, if I look back to the last 2 episodes you were on, you did get 0 on both of those.
Yeah. Feels right.
So, okay. Well, that's going to do it for us and Peep Show this week. This is the 25th TV show of season 15, which means next week is First and Lasties 15.
Ooh, got some homework.
Man, yeah. Homework is to figure out what's the joke for number 15. They're getting harder.
Yeah, are there any movies with?
I think we've been keeping Land Before Time in our back pocket.
Oh, are there 15 of them?
I think there's like 20 of them.
What else? Like Bond movies? Like
what's the
MCU?
Yeah, what's the 15th Bond movie?
It's definitely a Roger Moore, I think.
All right.
Would be close to Timothy Dalton. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Good. Do it. So yeah, next week is going to be First and Lasties. We will determine who is the season 15 winner. Who is the reigning champ right now?
Ooh.
God damn it.
It's in the doc, but
how do you guys not remember if you're the winner? Because here's the deal. I know it's not me.
I think it's me.
You think it's me.
You think it's you?
No, I'm making fun of you because you think it's you.
Oh yeah, it's me.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I knew I was the champion in season 13 the whole time.
And then Joe was before that.
But so that's it. So we'll see who wins. Hopefully it's not Jimmy, because he can't even remember.
Well, I was looking something else up, and then I was like, come on, I could have had the doc pulled up if I knew you were gonna fire that off. Fire that off.
It should just be in your brain. For that, I suggest nobody listens to Jimmy's Daredevil podcast.
Oh, damn it.
Daredevil Afterbirth. If you want to write in to us and tell us what shows we should watch starting in season 16, you can at FNL Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter, and more importantly, right now on the Instagrams, you can vote for our April Madness bracket. Last week we did a whole draft episode. We all 4 of us, me, Joe, Jimmy, and Claire, got together and put 16 shows apiece out, and we'll see who the ultimate April Madness show picker is in the next coming weeks. How long does this thing go for? Till the end of April?
A couple weeks.
So.
I think so. This comes out, and then First and Lasties comes out. I think we'll be voting for the final the day that one of these comes out, because it'll be a Wednesday.
Must be the day, probably the day First and Lasties come out, I would assume.
Yeah.
But so that's another way for you to send us a show suggestion, is by just going on Instagram, checking our stories out, and voting on those for the head-to-head shows, competitions that are going on. Vote for the ones that you want. Vote for mine, not Jimmy, Joe's, or Claire's.
I'm not gonna put on there who's or whose. You gotta listen to the episode if you want to vote for a particular person.
Don't vote for Homeland.
Oh man, it'll be too late.
It'll be too late.
Well, I guess
mean,
it'll be in the
it's
next
still
round.
going. It's still going. So, okay. Well, thank you for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week. Goodbye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Oh, damn it. I'm going to start over again.